God. Jesus. I've been waiting to actually say this, but I just didn't want to be that person. I was like, oh, I have something really amazing to share with you, but I can't say anything. I thought that. I just thought, I'm just going to keep quiet. We'll see if it happens. And then if it does, then I'll just tell you guys. So this is what it is. Just going to take a deep breath for this video. Okay. All right. So, hey, sorry. Okay. Yeah. Lots of different things going on. Different hair for a start. I just thought I should switch it up. On Instagram, you've already seen this, so yeah. I wanted to do a video just about my favorite style hacks. Now, they're a mixture of clothing hacks, as in things that you do to make something fit better, and style hacks, which are more about making something just look good from a stylist point of view. And then the other thing I'm going to do is at the end of the video, as I have an announcement to make. And it's a major one. It's probably the biggest one that I've ever had to say in maybe in my career, which is huge. So make sure you stay to the end. Let me just get stuck in. I also asked on Instagram for you guys to let me know some of your favorite style hacks. So whenever I do use yours, I will be putting your name on the screen on this side to give you guys a shout out, because you were the one from Instagram who came up with it. All right, so in no particular order, I'm just gonna get stuck in. There's a few of them. Right, first one is, okay, this is gonna probably be the most controversial one you're gonna hear, which is one way to stretch your shoes, because I have done it and it did work. I did it with a pair of mango white boots. I'll never forget, they were too small, but I wanted them and I searched everywhere for them, and they only existed in a size too small for me. And I was like, screw this, I'm getting them. Microwave the boots, and I microwaved them just to warm them, just to warm the leather, and it stretched them like that. Now, I'm not saying press minute and walk away, because your flipping kitchen's probably going to explode. But I'm talking about literally for, I forget how long I did it now. Just do five seconds. You feel nothing? 10 seconds. Take it out. Feel it. It should start to feel softer. But warning, don't do it if the shoe has a lot of metal on it, a lot of hardware, lots of nails. You've got to watch for stuff like that. But outside of that, it worked. I slipped on the shoe, and it honestly, it was softer. Again, try this at your own risk. I was willing to try it at my own risk, and it worked. So yeah, there's one for you straight off the bat. I know, very controversial, but I did it. So, oh God, yeah, add gel. I mean, you probably already know these. They're by Dr. Scholl. Add those gel pads to insoles. I've got them on my Dr. Martin boots now, and I love them. They are game changing for anyone who just has difficulty walking in very flat shoes. I'm going to show you them inside. Actually, I'm going to show you the packet. Hold on. I can't find the bloody packet. Typical. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to show you the Dr. Martin boot so you can see that it's actually in it. I'll put the packet on the screen so you can see here which one it is. But I'm telling you, these are gold. They work so well. Oh God, I can feel it. I just got to take it out. That is life-saving. This thing right here, it works so well, and it's arched. See that arch? That makes all the difference. Now I get these like sharp pains underneath my feet every now and again. It feels like someone's like stabbing me with like a nail or with a pin, and it's really it's painful, and it goes away, but at the time, you know, it's really annoying. So I went to the doctor, and he recommended putting those in my shoes. Game changing. Completely stopped the issue I was getting, but on top of that, it's just the level of comfort. So just bear that in mind for when you get shoes and you feel, oh, it's too flat. Like say Converses, if you don't have the high hikes, you know, the high hikes, the ones I love so much, these right here. If you just have like the flat Converses, because those always feel like you're walking like on the ground because they're so flat, put those insoles in them. Just thank me later. That's all I can say. Remember and thank me. foot stretcher spray. Now this, God, I'm just doing feet at the moment. Trust me, I will move on to the rest of the body. Foot stretcher spray, the best one I ever came across. Shout out to Paula who came up with this one. She recommended this foot spray and it stretches your shoe like magic. It is pure chef's kiss. It works so well. This is what it is. I've got it somewhere in the house. I don't know where it is. The fact that I don't know where it is already making me think I need to order another one. And I probably will before this video goes live. It is life-saving. You just put it in your shoe, right, on the inside, and just walk around your shoe indoors for like an hour. And then after that, you'll see the difference. It's really good. It works. So there is that. Again, anything that I'm recommending that you can buy, I will link it below for you. Make pants fit by crossing over the front. I'll do it with this one. I did it already for you in my video, when was it, last week or the week before? This is so easy to do, right? This is a men's suit, as you know. You've probably seen this. So it's a little bit low, because look, there's my belly button. If I want it to sit a bit higher as well, see, I like it when it's up here. All you've got to do is two things. One is you can put a belt on. So let me just show you that quickly before I do anything. Now I know you're probably thinking, well, that's kind of obvious, but it should be obvious, but I think sometimes you don't realize that. For example, when you're going out to a shop, like a thrift shop, right? Or a vintage shop, I would highly recommend, if you want to, try on any of the men's suits, because you know I love a good men's suit. I would highly suggest that you, while you're trying the pants on, just grab a belt while you're there. Just grab a belt and then you can do this while you're in the shop. Because this, to me, is when it shines. This is when an item becomes way more you. You've really personalized it. See, it's sitting higher, and I just put a nice simple black belt. So do that when you're in the shop. Just grab any of the belts that's there. Another thing you can do, and like I said, I've shown you this before, but I think it's such a great one. Unzip it, and you see this hook. So you see that metal right there. I'm going to just not show everything on YouTube. I'm going to take the hook from here and I'm going to attach it to this belt loop that my two fingers are through. That is going to attach to that. So just stretch it across like this. Hold this bit under. This excess right here, just tuck it like that. And already, look how much higher the waistband is. All you see now is a sliver of skin, and it just has like a slight asymmetric hemline now to your pant. God, I'm really flying low, aren't I? And it just adds a little bit, see what I mean? It just slightly goes across, but it looks kind of cool like that. It's all... Listen, these are really, really easy things that you can do. Anything that you've got in your wardrobe, your guys, your husbands, your boyfriends, whoever's who likes to wear trousers like this, and you think, oh, I'd love to wear these pants, but they're too big. Oh no, they're not. Another one for you is, I've talked about this before on my channel, but this is worth repeating, is if you want to see if your pants fit you, you're in a shop and you just push for time, you don't want to try them on, you can't be bothered, just take a pair of pants, take the ends of them, and they should meet at the back of your neck. If they meet at the back of your neck, then they will fit, just so you know, because I've done that and it works. Now, another one for you is, I saw this after watching Janet Jackson in concert on TV years ago. I can't even remember what tour it was or whatever, but they showed you back behind the scenes and they showed you her like getting changed, because they were like, she was wearing like multiple outfits right throughout the whole show, and they showed you her like, her team just like descends on her and she's like just standing there and they're like bees, like just taking her clothes off, putting clothes on, and they were showing you, I mean obviously she was wearing underwear and stuff, but there was one hack that I have used, that I saw them do to her, and I've used it to today, and I still do it now. It is, she had to wear a white tight polo neck. You guys call them turtlenecks in America. And what she did was, she had a full face of makeup. So I was thinking, crap, how are they going to do that without getting makeup on here? They took a plastic shower cap, the type that you use for your hair when you're going into the shower. They covered her face with it first, then they pulled the top over and she put her arms through it, they pulled it down and whipped off the shower cap. Perfect face, untouched white top. Genius tip. It works. You can also use if you don't want to use a plastic shower cap, you can use a silk scarf or a satin scarf, something that's big enough that it can like cover your face, and then you can pull that tight neck over your makeup face, and then put your arms through, make it go down, and then just whip it off. Done. So good. It saved me so many things over the years. It's great. Another one is a product which is Tide pens. A lot of you know about these, but I think they are amazing. I had to throw it in because they work. I have Tide pens. I usually buy them in batches of like about 3 or 6, and then I just dump them into random bags and carry them with me. They're really small. They look like a felt tip pen, and you just press them like you've had an accident. It doesn't matter what it is, maybe at a restaurant, anything, something spilled on your top, on your pants, whatever. And usually it's light coloured. It's always on light coloured things these things happen, isn't it? It's like dirt has a brain, and it thinks, oh, she's wearing light, let's go, dive, and just like land here. Just take the Tide pen and you just kind of push it to release the liquid that's in it, and it just, oh, it's amazing. It really does work. So they're worth the hype, that's all I can say. Oh, this is more like a style hack. This is not sort of like a clothing thing, and it's something that I personally have always done and I love to do it, which is, it's a Karen thing. I wear clothes back to front, and I've been doing that forever. So often I've been doing that, and you've seen examples of it on my channel. I did it with this H&M dress, which I'm going to show you on the screen here. That one that's like a giant houndstooth. I did it with that. Brilliant. I've done it with so many things that I think should be, like if it's deep and I don't like it and I'd rather wear it like high neck, then I'll just flip it around so that the back has the V, which always looks kind of sexy anyway. You could do this with cardigans as well. Maybe you want to wear it back to front. That kind of looks cool. And then when you got that, oh my God, and then you've got oversized cardigan, right? So the button's at the back. It's high here, right? So it's kind of like a V at the back. And then take a belt like this. And just like, oh God, it's gonna look so good. Sorry, it's just gonna look, it's gonna look so good. I've even seen it done with a jacket. Oh God, let me see. Hold on, wait. Before I show you with a jacket, with this back to front, let me just show you another hack, which is the one that everybody knows. Look at my sleeves. You have to know about this hack by now, right? Anyway, if you don't, here it is, because everyone knows it mostly and loves it, which is just to take a elastic or a scrunchie, which might feel a bit softer. You play around with which you prefer, and then you just scrunch it up like that, and it keeps the sleeves up. You don't have to worry about the sleeves falling down all the time. But that is such a good one. But anyway, see, look, I'm going to take mine off. And I usually keep it right above my row of buttons here, because I want the buttons to show. So here it is. You can see right here is the elastic band, and they just have it like scrunched just like that. But it's just, it's such an easy thing to do, and it works. It works every single time. But hold on, let me just show you the back to front idea. Back to front is such a great thing. I use it for so much. I even use it for this sweatshirt. I'll show on the screen here, this green one. I got it from Nasty Girl, and it says mother on the back. Actually, it says on the front, but I wanted to wear it back to front when I was on Instagram stories, so I just flipped it. So it looks like I'm wearing like a plain sweatshirt, and then, you know, if you're wearing a jacket on top of it, no one's going to even notice. So back to front is a genius idea. It just, you can use it for so, oh my God, I look like I need gloves, so I look like I'm gonna do an operation on someone. The sweatshirt, it will work. T-shirts, I love to do it all the time. Like I'm wearing a blazer, for example. I'm wearing this, right? And I'm wearing a t-shirt, but it's got graphics on it. I don't have a plain black t-shirt, let's just say, if I didn't. And I've got a black t-shirt, but it's got like writing all over it, right? You know what I do? What do? Class is in session. I turn the flipping thing around. As soon as you turn it around, the graphics are on the back. It's a plain black t-shirt, which is what I wanted. I was looking in my wardrobe for one, right? And I don't have one. I just created one. Hang clothes by colours. Now, that is something that I always try to do as much as I can. I'm going to show you, I'm going to step to one side here. This is a good example of that with these tops here. You can do that with everything in your wardrobe. I saw this done at Beacon's Closet so well. and I sort of got that tip and applied it to my own wardrobe and my studio space. So all these are tops. I try and group them by color. So obviously you've got all the whites here, then I've got a couple of yellows, and it goes into like some sky blues right here, and then I've got some reds and purples and burgundies. They're all here by my hand, and then I've got leopard print right here for like the browns, and then I end with the darks, which is the blacks. So that is something that I really like to do, and I think that when you're putting your wardrobe together, you put it together in the way that you think, and in the way that you think when you are getting dressed. So for example, and I'm going to put this style hack back on right now so you can see me do it in front of you. For example, you're getting dressed and you put a pair of jeans on, right? And you're like, oh, I need a black top with that. You instantly go to this section right here. You don't need to look at anything else, because it's not about the type of top, it's more the color. And I tend to think that way. I tend to think of, okay, I'm wearing this kind of beige suit. I actually just want a black kind of top to go with it. So I wore this. I'm thinking in terms of color more than I am the type of garment. And I think a lot of us kind of dress that way. We think in terms of like, okay, I've got this, I don't know, this yellow skirt, and I need to think of like what kind of top to go with it. Oh, yellow? Be nice if I had something that was maybe like, I don't know, like just a simple white tee. And I'll go straight to the white section, or I want a white blouse. But you understand, I'm thinking in terms of color, and therefore you get dressed way quicker. Oh, another one is like it's like a very slight hack. This blazer was a lot more boxy, and I love boxy blazers, but it was a lot more boxy than it looks right now. See on this side how it kind of goes in? I just used a safety pin just to kind of take it in on both sides. It's very, very slight. I needed to do it more on this side. See how I'm just doing that? See how I just that? See how the bottom part kicks out? That kind of like fake false waist I'm creating. Just take a safety pin and just pin on the insides, because that's all I did. And I just created like a waisted, oversized blazer, and I got that tip from one of my episodes of What Everyone Is Wearing in New York. Thank you so much to everyone who's watched that. Last week Friday was episode 20, so if you haven't seen it, I'll link it below, but that was a really special one to shoot. It was the past one from last year. She did that, and it was such a great idea. And you just literally, the pin is here. Let me show you. Can you see it right by my nail there? You can see the pin, and that's all I did, is pinned it in. And it just creates that very, very slight waist shape to your jacket. And then you've got like the elastic bands or scrunchies for this. I mean, it's like tailoring without sewing. All right, so I'm going to move on to some that you guys had recommended, because I thought these were so, so good. So I'm going to like give a shout out to you, and I'll have your name, like I said, either on this side or on this side. Now, one of them is, oh, this is great. This is by, some of these names I can't pronounce, so I'll just leave it on the screen, but it looks like Jodie Jodas. She says, when I'm pregnant, I keep my jeans and I loop a hair tie through the hole and around the button. So the hole on one side and the button on the other side, so it stays up. I have heard about this as well. For anyone who feels like they can't get into their jeans, we are all coming out of quarantine together. That's all I can say. That is such a good hack. And then if you're wearing like a top that covers it, Bob's your uncle. Is brilliant. You can just get away with it. I love that. Let me see. Okay, this is something that I have loved to do as well. Style and the Boys, that's her name. Tuck tops under my bra to give a cropped volume. Yes, I have done that. I do it with either a t-shirt, and I'll show you on the screen. I posted this look on my Instagram with that gold Halston skirt. By the way, who has seen Halston on Netflix? Amazing. That was tucked underneath my bra. Brilliant. I loved doing that. So I agree with her on that one. I tie a knot of the t-shirt at the back. Yes, I've done that. Like if you just want to just make something tighter, you can just like a top that's too big for you. I did it actually in one of my videos when I was doing the Sweaty Bae. I'll show you right here a clip. I tied a knot in the back because the top felt too big and too baggy. You can do that with anything, and it just makes it much more fitted if that's the look you want. You want something that's a bit tighter to contrast with something that's either oversized or it's just a look you just prefer. Oh, here is one. It is by Salsa Rosa Store. I use my hair straightener for shirt collars because the steamer isn't strong enough and I don't iron. I love you, because I'm the same. I'm such a lazy. I'm the same way. I agree with this one. This is really good. I've heard about this one as well, but just use like a, you know, the flat straighteners, the tongs we call them, and just use them on shirt collars. Perfect. I completely agree with that one. I think that's so true. Oh, another one which is just storage of things. This is me thinking of this. And I know a lot of you probably do this already, which is I don't like to hang sweaters and knits because I don't like what hangers do to them. I feel like they just stretch them out and they leave that like shape. When it's going to be fall and you're ready to put your jumper on and you take it out of that wire, please don't use wire hangers, but I'm just using a worst case example, and you use one of those hangers and then you just see the shape. You just see the shape and it looks so bad. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's true. When you're wearing a wrap dress or a wrap top, a cami top under a wrap dress so you don't worry if it gapes. 100%, that's so true, to use a cami top. I have done this before. It looks intentional and part of the design. I think you could also get away with using just a really pretty bra. Buy a bra with that specific intention to wear it that way, and it could also not just apply to anything like it's like a wrap crossover design, but it could be just a button-down shirt, right? And you just want to wear it a little bit lower, just unbutton it one more, and you just get that flash of a really pretty bra, and it just looks, like I said, intentional, and I love that. Oh, and sticking with wrap dresses and wrap tops, there are so many different hacks for that. I mean, I can go through the list. There are pinning it, obviously. When you've got that wrap across, you can just pin it on the inside, grabbing as little material as possible, and therefore it just looks like you've got a bit more coverage. You can also use I think it's called fashion tape. I'll put it on the screen here. I think this is great. This works for so many good things. You can use it obviously for like boobs, if you want to like not have anything like when you're leaning forward and your boobs hang out. It keeps the garment stuck here because that's where you put the tape. It also works for like crossing over items as well, whether it's a dress or a top. Another thing you can do is you can take that same wrap top or wrap dress and you can pull it a little bit higher behind your neck so it's higher, and then just tie it. You can probably use like a hairpin or a safety pin, or you can use like an elastic and just grab the excess material, and it's just, you've just basically just hoisted the neckline up higher. And if you've got like long hair, you can cover it. It's just such a genius trick. And also you can use a jacket to cover it, and that also hides that at the back. Those are really good ways to not worry about this being too low anymore. Those days are over. Oh, here's a good style one from Yarrow Gilt. Using a low slung belt to turn a big boxy long dress into a short drop waist dress. That's a good one. I actually used to do that years ago. And it's so true. A belt that is obviously a lot wider. It has to be a large size belt because you want it to be able to go over the widest part of you, which is your hips. You take a dress which is pretty long and boxy, like she said, and then you take the belt, you put it over, right? So it's like you're belting the dress, but you're doing it here on your hips, and then you take the excess material and you kind of like just pull it up and over slightly, and it just creates the effect of a silhouette of a drop-waisted skirt, or drop-waisted dress rather, and it does look really good. So that's a good one. I like that. Oh my gosh, somebody recommended a tip that I want to give it a try. She said, hold on, if you stain your clothes with deodorant, rub it off with any type of jean material. I didn't know that. I'm going to try that. That's a really good one, because that's really annoying. Wow, I didn't know that one at all. Okay, let me see if I can do one more. Oh, this is, I like this one because this reminds me of something that I like to do as well. Somebody said pack monochrome / solids for a trip so that everything goes together. Add scarves for color. This is a really good, easy way to, not just to go away like on holiday, but just for dressing in general. I love the idea of monochromes and wearing them all together because it kind of just elongates your body visually. And then adding any kind of accent color, whether it be just a scarf in a contrasting but complementary color, that's all you need. And it instantly makes a difference and makes it so much easier to think about, oh, why does this not go with that? Should I wear that color with that? And you're breaking up your body into like a jigsaw piece with, you're wearing one color here, one color here, one color here, one color here, one color here. You don't need to do all that. And one color on your feet. Yes, I've got my slippers on. But you know what I mean? So you can avoid all of that and just go with something like that. And I think it's a really good idea. I did it here for my Instagram post, wearing this long dress, and I just wore a bandana style of wearing a scarf. So, but you could do that with so many different things. I've also done it, also sort of flipped in the reverse. This particular dress, which I showed you earlier, the hound's print dress from H&M, which I love. I think it was last year I got that dress, yeah. That's flipping it. I wore it with solids. I wore it with that solid coloured little red bag, and I just chose to pair those two together. So it's just doing the reverse of what she just said. So yeah, I love doing stuff like that. It's a really good style hack for when you don't know what to wear and you want to just get dressed like really fast. Oh, another one I have for you, and I'm going to grab it for you because I think the pins may still be in it. Oh no, I took the pins out, but I'm going to show you anyway. This is this dress that I've had forever and a day. Got a slight American accent there, what's happening? And then all you got to do is add a pin right there, and it just drapes. It adds like a draping. Do the same here, just take a pin and it adds like a draping to, I'll show you the cutaway so you can see, but it's such an easy way to add a little bit of like drama, a little bit of shape, and a little bit of like just changes the silhouette slightly of your dress. And it could be any kind of very full, voluminous type of dress, and yeah, I love it. And what was the other one? Oh, this is a good stylist hack, but I'm not taking the credit for this. Roly from episode 19 and episode 20, this is your moment. Take two shirts and put them together. It's a genius idea. It's so good. I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to show you the scene where Roly, I met him in episode 19 of What Everyone Is Wearing in New York, and you can see he took two shirts and he literally put them together. I'll just put it on the screen here. And I thought it was just, and you guys thought the same. You're like, this is genius. This is such a cool idea. And a whole bunch of you were doing it on Instagram and tagging us on stories. I did it as well on a reel. I took a black and a white shirt and I just put them together. They're two men's oversized shirts and it worked. And then you can take the sleeves at the back and you can just tie them at the front. You can see on the reel here that I'm showing you me doing it. But it's such a cool idea. And that's just like that's a stylist hack more than like a clothing hack. Like, you know, with this is coming out with, this is literally coming out with outfits, coming out with them. And I just thought that was such a good one to do. Right, so that is it. That was a lot. Now I'm going to tell you what the announcement is. Oh, God. Jesus. I've been waiting to actually say this, but I just didn't want to be that person. I was like, oh, I have something really amazing to share with you, but I can't say anything. I just thought, I'm just going to keep quiet. We'll see if it happens. And then if it does, then I'll just tell you guys. So this is what it is. I am coming out with my own clothing line. I can't believe I'm actually saying that out loud. It's going to be coming out in pre-fall. So I've collaborated with Amazon to come up with a limited edition, just capsule clothing line. And it's, I can't believe it. It's called The Drop. Some of you may have heard of it before, and it's called The Drop because the collection is only available to buy for 30 hours and then it's gone. Everything is just gone. Yeah, so I wanted to let you know about that. I started my blog, Where Did You Get That, in 2009, and now here I am in 2021 after working a 9-to-5 that I hated. Fast forward all those years and just to see my growth and to see me still doing what I love to this day, standing right here in front of you. I'm still talking and doing what I love, and it's, I can't even speak. Anyway, and the best way to get access to the collection is to sign up to be notified when the collection goes live. That way, whoever is on the subscription list, you will be the first to get access to it. So I'll leave a link for you below to sign up from now, and I'm just going to be taking you through the whole process, and it's going to be limited pieces so that it is made on demand and there's not too much waste. I will keep you posted on YouTube. I will keep you posted on my Instagram. So make sure you are subscribed here and following me on my Instagram channel so that you can just be kept up to date. But yeah, that is it. That is the announcement. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Give this video a thumbs up if you like some of those style hacks and tips I said to you before, and let me know if you've got a favorite hack below that I did not say, because there's tons of them out there. You can make video upon video of them, so I'd love to hear what you think on any particular hack. Now, follow me here on Instagram, KarenBritChick, same name. I keep it nice and easy. But that is it. That is the announcement over. I can let the cat out of the bag now. Take care, my loves. Bye.